Hi everyone, I'm Tammy, I'm the Siberian Wind, and we are going to finish the Nocturnal Soul quilt along today. I normally do these as recorded videos and come back in and double check everything after it's said and done, or after I've recorded everything. I go through and make sure that I edit everything. We're not doing that this time. We are just going to go straight into getting this finished so that we can have a finished quilt top. And because I went live without setting things in advance, I can't turn closed captions on, so I do apologize in advance. That is not my normal. Hey Maddie, welcome in. Glad you're here. So yeah, if you guys will like the stream as soon as you get here and then let me know you're here, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to put that out of the way. Yes, it is something very different. My Nocturnal Soul has been all pre-records up to this point, but this is going to be the last one, so we're just going to do this live. And I'm going to talk about each block as I go, and about what I did with each block and what I liked or didn't like about each block. So you guys, if you've not signed up for it before, there should be thank you, Maddie. There should be a link in the description box that will link you out to the Nocturnal Soul quilt along. So you might still be able to sign up to be able to get the patterns. This is the last week of it, so I don't think there's any more weeks after this. This should be the last because it's putting it together. So how are you doing, Maddie? How are you doing? All right, so I have my sashing. I've got that, and I'm going to set that off to my side. You know what? Let me grab this other camera and see if I can set it up as well. See if I can have it going so you guys can see what I'm doing. Good, good. Maddie says she's okay. Good deal. Good deal. Ah, my finger's stuck in my tripod. Hey, we got 3 people here. I'm shocked. I didn't give anybody a heads up that I was going live. So this is not my normal. Normally I post something. Oh, you got chocolate chip cookies and M&Ms. Ah, I want some chocolate chip cookies. You can keep the M&Ms. I won't steal them from you. But I do want some chocolate chip cookies. All right, let me grab. Yeah, ouch. Yeah. I'm getting good at catching my finger where it doesn't belong. I'm really getting really good at it. Just got to say that. Really good at it. All right, I'm adjusting my camera on the screen just a moment so that way once I start sewing, you guys will be able to see it. Hey, Mona, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Andy, welcome. Glad you're here. Yeah, this is you and me both, right? I would love to have some chocolate chip cookies. Guys, this is crazy. My foot pedal is still over here. I haven't moved it back yet. I have been so out of it lately. And of course, the moment that I start talking, the puppy starts playing. So we're going to ignore him. I haven't changed up my bobbin either, so I've got to change up my bobbin too. I really didn't do anything to prep for this, other than making sure that I laid out my blocks and knew which order I wanted them to go in. Okay, we are not doing the actual layout that everybody else was doing, like the initial. Oh, I guess I should silence my phone. Okay, it's mostly silenced. Dog squeaks, yeah. He is going to do lots of dog squeaks. And guys, if you have a channel, you can do... Oh, yeah, I've had him. He's my service dog. He'll be 7 in June. Will he be 7? Will he be 8? No, he'll be 7. He was born in 2019. He'll be 7 in January. So he's my same dog. He's just being obnoxious. Doggy wants to play. Doggy always wants to play the moment mommy starts talking. He is fine. He is over here passed out, completely asleep, until mommy starts talking. And then it's just like he's got to play and get up and get into things because he immediately assumes that mom's going to do something with him. All right. So now I've got my thread loaded up. Yeah, laughing. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So I've got my sashing strips. Let me see if I can zoom out on that camera or if it's, I think I can. Yeah, we're Thomas the Train tonight. We are definitely the Thomas the Train because I think I can do a lot of things. All right, there we go. Got it zoomed out so you guys can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got my sashing strips and I've got, this is my top strip and Pure Dogs, yes, Pure Dogs. And I've also got my side strips. So the way that they had us assemble this is you were supposed to make the top sashing and the bottom sashing and then the 2 horizontal sashings because there's 9 blocks in the quilt. And they also gave us the size of the side sashing. So you assemble the center panel of the quilt, assemble the side borders onto it, then you can put the top and bottom. So that'll be the last thing I sew on. All right, so here is the first block that I'm going to sew. I don't remember what order we got these in. This is the Spellbound book. It's the Spellbinding book. A lot of people got, what is it, sparkle paste to put on their jewels that are coming out of the book. I'm not going to worry about it. I am just going to go with the way that it is. That's confusing. Yeah, it is kind of confusing. It's caught me off guard more than a time or two, just even thinking about assembling this. I've been kind of, I don't know, it's not really like waiting to assemble it, but I kind of have been waiting to assemble it. Like it's not been simple. And if I had thought ahead, I would not have assembled my center strips, my center sashing, my horizontal sashing. And guys, tell me if the machine gets too loud, please. I will see whatever adjustments I can make. But because I can't do captions today because I'm brain fogged today and just no, I can't do it. So I would have to start the stream all over to restart captions. But yeah, so if you guys can't hear me, let me know. Oh, Maddie says she's falling asleep. Oh no. Is that due to the sound of the machine or is that just, you're just tired? Oh my goodness. All right, so Spellbound was the first block. All right, I'm going to set the other 2 blocks for that row aside. Grab that center sashing, put it aside for the moment. And let's grab the first block of the next row. This is the potions and magical thread. So there's some hand embroidery that's supposed to go on the thread, which I will probably do. I don't know. I don't know if I will or not, but I might. I might do it with quilting. We might do it that way. That's an easy way for me to do it. Oh, you're tired. Okay, gotcha. I am tired too. I went all the way to Billings, Montana yesterday, and that is a 4-hour trip, 4.5-hour trip almost, one direction, to go drop my sewing machine off. The first shop that had it doesn't have the part, and the time frame to fix it was going to be crazy. Hey, Shelby, welcome in. Maddie says, Andy, should we tell Tammy about what happened last night? Oh, yeah, absolutely, please. Whatever happened. Hey, Shelby. Katie's wrapping up and sending us over here. Oh, that's so sweet. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, so Shelby, your thing went out to you today. For some reason, I thought you were in Colorado, not Washington State. But I am going to see if I can finish writing that pattern before your winning item arrives. So we're going to see if I can race the postal service. Thankfully, it's going to be a weekend, so maybe that will help me a little bit. Mona's saying hi to everyone. Yay! Guys, if you've not checked out Mona's channel, Mona, drop selfie, drop exclamation selfie if you like. I do not mind. That way you guys can check out Mona's channel. She's got a lot of great content too. Oh, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Coming to join me impromptu sewing. Shelby's laughing. trying to race the postal service. Yeah. Maddie says she got stuck under her bed while watching Andy and fell down the side of her bed during the stream. Oh no! You're not supposed to be falling down now. Falling is for the old people because then we can scream, "I've fallen and can't get up." And then it gets to be funny for just 5 seconds. Hey, Jaja! Postal service can definitely be slow these days. No joke. No joke. It can be crazy slow. All right. Hey, Raven. Welcome in. I think first time I've seen you on my channel. Glad you're here. If you've not subscribed, if you like this content today, please don't forget to hit subscribe so you see all of my notifications. And you can turn those notification bells on. Oh my goodness, Maddie, I hope you're okay. Yes, agreed. So early. Yeah, I am crazy early for normal. I'm not even normally on Friday nights. I will be next week. I will have Kathy and Alicia here at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So this is before they're even here normally. Sorting Christmas scraps. I thought tub was yardage. Nope. Oh no. Well, I have been sorting a lot of scraps. I did find the panel that I'm going to use. It's going to be an F instead of PH. I found the panel I'm going to use for the next Sew and Tell giveaway quilt, so I can get started on that. All right, so this is a little ghost cat. That's what it's supposed to be, ghost kitten. And the secret to this ghost kit is the paws are actually 3D. So there's background fabric behind them, so they are 3D. And I'm supposed to have whiskers on there. I haven't added them yet. And we have a little pumpkin and a little sliver moon as well. There we go. No, you have not. No, you have not. I'm glad you're here. Raven was saying she hadn't caught one of my lives in a while. I'm very glad you're here. Oh, thank you, Jody. This is actually thanks to Mr. Siberian Wind. He is a keen decorator. And I own Frankenstitcher, and he's behind me. I moved him down a shelf because he was in my way earlier. But I own Frankenstitcher, and I own a few Halloween items. I love Halloween, but I own only a few items. However, Mr. Siberian Wind decorates. The cross stitch right here that you guys are seeing. There we go. That Halloween, I did that one. Why aren't you dressed up? It's not Tuesday. It's not Tuesday. I will be on Tuesday, though. I know exactly what my costume's going to be. I already knew what it was supposed to be for this past Tuesday, and I just completely forgot. Completely forgot. So this upcoming Tuesday night, you will want to tune in and see what I become for one night of the year. I may have to paint my nails for this one too. I don't know. We may be able to get away with my pink and purple nails. I don't know. But technically I probably should paint my nails again. But I really don't want to change them out. I don't want to change them out yet. I'm not ready. I'm mentally not ready to change my nail polish. M&M's. You know, I like the peanut M&M's and I like peanut butter M&M's. But I don't like just plain M&M's. I'm not a plain M&M person. Okay, so on this top row, we have the Spellbound book. That's going to be the first one on the left. The very next item is going to be our Scaredy Cat. Scaredy Cat. So the secret for this block is it wasn't supposed to be, or the cat was not supposed to be orange and black. The cat should have been green and black. And the background should have been orange, but somebody did not process the cutting instructions correctly. So we have incorrect cutting. I did incorrect cutting on it. therefore leaving us with an orange and black cat instead of a green and black cat. But I think it looks okay. And this would have been a very bright orange to have as a background. And I don't have any other backgrounds that would have been that color. So it's okay. The cat will be fine with a black background. Things happen. Yeah, things happen. They do. They do. Especially in quilting, things absolutely happen. And sometimes it's a design choice. That's what if it wasn't a design choice before, that's what it becomes. Yes, things definitely do happen. You are so right. Mint or peanut butter M&Ms. I haven't had the mint ones yet. I do like the peanut butter ones, but I don't typically like chocolate. I'm not crazy about chocolate. So there's a candy bowl where I go to do my sewing on the first, third, and fifth Wednesdays, and I had to go pick up keys for tomorrow because I'm sewing angel gowns tomorrow. It is still a cool looking cat. Thank you, Shelby. Yeah. So I picked up Hershey's Cookies and Cream, the white chocolate. I do like that, but I don't like it as much as I used to. Oh, Jaja, you can have all of the coconut ones. I will let you have them. I am not a coconut person. All right. Okay. So on the second row, we have the potion bottles and the magical spool of thread. And in the center, let me make sure I get these in the right order too, because I think I may have gotten things out of order slightly. Oh, I might have. Oops. Oh well. Okay. So this is the center block, and it is the guiding light. Every witch needs a good guiding light, and every quilting witch definitely needs a good guiding light. And mine is surrounded by puppy dogs. Halloween puppy dogs. Oh, you got Starburst jelly beans. Yeah, Squeak, I know. He loves playing the moment that I get on a live. So we have pumpkins, we have spiders, we have candy corn, and we have Franken puppies. So we have Franken puppies on this one. So that is the center block. I didn't take a picture either. Hey, Susan, welcome in. Happy Friday to you too. And today is not the 13th, so we can't have an extra special Friday, but that's okay. We can get by without an extra special Friday. We'll have an extra special Friday sometime soon. I don't know when, but we will have one. Let's see. Okay. So I went and shipped everything this morning. Everything but Katie's, because I'm waiting for a response from Katie. But I went and shipped everything this morning. Guys, shipping is crazy high. Thank you. Shelby, she says it's pretty. Thank you. Oh, Maddie, yes, you need to get your homework done. What subject is your homework? What subject are you working on that you have homework in? English was my least favorite subject to do homework in, but it was the subject I was most gifted at. I really liked doing math homework, but I really stunk at math when I was in school. All right, let me cut this one apart so you guys can see her again. All right, so bottom row. Thank you, Susan. So bottom row, we have the ELA 12. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to help you with that one. Sorry. Definitely concentrate if you need to concentrate. All right, so we have the kitty cat ghost. And the center block of this one, this is not where the kitty cat ghost was supposed to go, but it's where I moved him to. So we have the Witch's Bubbling Brew. So this is not Sunbonnet Sue, this is Witchy Sue. And so we have a moon that is raw edge applique, which is not my favorite, but that's okay. It's a technique I don't use very often, so once in a while it's okay. There are going to be bubbles that are coming up out of here, but I decided I was going to add them after the quilt is quilted, or I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do for the bubbles, but I didn't want to add them just yet because I think it's going to stand out too much. Hey, Katie Crafts, welcome in. Glad you're here. We are working on finishing up that Nocturnal Soul quilt-along quilt. I decided that I could record this and just post it later tonight like normal, or I could make this one more interesting by doing a live and talking about each of these blocks as I go. Something is catching. Maybe it's my ghost kitty cat catching on my screw on my table, maybe. ELA and history, I'm failing. Oh no! You definitely need to focus and take your time on those classes then, Maddie. Please do not be, oh, you've got the weekend too, but you really need to focus on those subjects. Though you can't fail out. That's not cool. We gotta be cool kids around here. We gotta at least pass. Let's see. I was an A student in English and history when I was in school. Math was my worst subject. Yeah, Susan, I'm kind of like that way. Like I could do fine in English and history. History was just memorizing dates and times and locations. And I was okay with that. But I really did a lot better in just English. My daughter loves the quilted witch hat I made for her. Going to make one for me. Oh, yeah. You need to make one for me. Just saying. Okay, so now I am to where I need to put sashing on all 3 rows. So that's what I'm pulling up is the sashing. Yes, I loved your witch hat, Susan. It was so cute. So very cute. Disney is on the line. Yes, that is a good goal. Having Disney as the goal of passing the classes, that's important. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I did really good in English in high school. Then I got to college and I was fine in regular college, but when I went for my master's, I had to take a master's English, and that about killed me. My master's English was totally different from anything I did in undergrad. Oh, it's your class trip? Yeah, you can't be failing and go on the class trip. Hey Sherry, welcome in. Welcome. And guys, if you have a channel and you want to drop that selfie link, you absolutely can do so. I do not mind. Just don't spam the channel, doing it 4 or 5 times in a row, and we will all be happy. That way people can check out. And guys, if somebody drops their link in my channel, go ahead, check their channel out if you're not already subscribing. Yes, fix it ASAP, Maddie. I agree with you, Raven. I agree with you. Oh, good. Susan says, glad you liked it. She requested grays and blacks, so that's what she got. I am actually, so my quilt coat is going to be purples and creams, or one cream. I got yards of cream the other day. So my quilt coat is going to be all different shades of purple and some cream. Exclamation selfie. Exclamation selfie, you'll get it. So I wonder if I could wear a witch hat, even though I've got a hood. Oh, thank you, Susan. You are already getting a head start on the next Super Chat raffle. Yay. The next Super Chat raffle, guys, is going to be April 14th. So if you want to get a head start, you absolutely can do that. I will not stop you. That's for sure. I will not stop you. Yay. So Sherry's channel is in the link, guys. So if you've not checked out Sherry's channel, absolutely click over and make sure you are subscribed to her and turn your notification bell on, and then watch some of her content and give her a thumbs up and comments. Yay, Jody. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely drop that channel link in there. Raven says, your parents must be freaking out. My son scared me so much last year. Yeah, I hear you, Raven. I cannot, no. If my kid was failing or struggling, I would be very, very scared for them because I want to see my kids happy. That's really important. And being able to, or being caught up with the rest of the class and being able to go on a trip like that, that's really important. So that's a good goal to be able to get there though. All right. Oh, good. Jody added you, Maddie. Perfect. Maddie says she can't drive right now. Yep. That would be for not passing. Yep, I hear ya. Hey, Jane, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. She says hi, Tammy and all. Thank you so much. And guys, if you have a channel, you are absolutely welcome to drop that selfie link. I don't mind one bit. We are just in the process. Bear with me, guys. He is chewing on the bed again. And he is about to be in a lot of trouble. Sir? No, sir. Come over here. He's aggravated with me because I'm not playing with him. Sit down. All the way. Thank you. So we're going to hang on to the treat jar. We are going to hang on to that treat jar. Hey, Gladys, welcome in. Hey, so Jane just dropped her channel link, guys, with exclamation selfie. And if you've not checked out Jane Litterick, Living Skies, Vintage and Creative, feel free to go check her out. Go check her out. And there's Jody's channel as well. Go check her out. I've actually got her channel listed or pulled up to start her playlist next couple hours. So yeah, it's really fantastic. You guys are coming to hang out and join me. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Sherry's checking out Jane's channel. Yes, we did meet a few days ago, Jane. Yes. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I've got a lot of different... Are you talking about me having sewing tips? Is that what we're talking about? Because I do have sewing tips. I come up with them. I've tried and tested them 4 or 5 times just to make sure that they didn't fail on me. Oh, or if anybody screwed up, it's been me, and I've done it many times before. Oh, you know what? I think I cut too many of these strips. Now that I think about it, I think I only needed half of what I just cut for sashing. Oh well, we'll have some extra strips. I'll go back into my scrap box. I will not be mad. He's going to look for things now. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we are on the last 3 blocks to put in to the rows. And then we'll start being able to put the rows together. Okay, so this is the top row. We have the Spellbound book. I'm loving the Spellbound book. It was so easy to put together. Then we have the Scaredy Cat, which I totally swapped colors on. And the last block for this row is going to be the Harvest Pumpkin. So we've got the fence in the background and the pumpkin with its cute little stem right here. I'm going to make sure that I highlight that when I quilt it. So I want that stem to show up. Yay! Gladys's channel link is in the description box, guys, or is in the chat now. So guys, don't forget to check out Gladys's channel as well. She is a great content creator over here in the quilting community as well. So please make sure to check her out. Maddie says her dog's got a haircut today. Mine got his nails trimmed. He needed his nails trimmed really, really bad. So I trimmed his nails today. Thank you, Shelby. She says very nice. Thank you, thank you. I love your 100-acre quilt. Oh my gosh. Oh no, that's Katie's Crafts. Katie Crafts! I love your 100-acre quilt, by the way. See, that's why I thought you were in Colorado and not Washington. I think I'm getting, my brain is just overwhelmed and hitting that exhaustion point, and I'm confusing what state people live in. My bad. Yes, it is a Halloween quilt, and it's been a fast-paced project. I have been one of the content creators that has been showcasing every week what came out on Monday. And so it's been fast-paced trying to get it put together on time. Let's see. Yay! Jody says that she has connected to you, Gladys. Yay! Thank you, thank you. All right, so we've got the magical spool of thread and the potion bottles. We have the guiding light because every quilt witch needs a guiding light. And the last block for this row is going to be the moth, okay? I have to tell you that that is a moth because I don't see it, okay? I know that this is the head of the moth and these are the wings and the outside wings, and this is just decoration on the wings. because here's the bottom of the moth body, and here's more part of the wings, and it's inside a cloche, so a glass cloche. Guys, when I saw this block, I had no idea what the heck it was. The colors that they have on the original pattern, I can't see it. I'm blind to it for some reason. So I'm glad that I was able to bring it a little bit to life in different colors. My colors are definitely different than some of the base colors that they started with. Oh, yes, I bet it is your favorite so far, Katie. I bet it is. Shelby says, thanks for sharing your channel today. I already subbed to Gladys, but just subbed to Jody. I also do genealogy. That's fantastic. See, we are all joining up over here. We are all joining up. Maddie got stuck. Oh, no, you're not supposed to get stuck. I'm just drawn in by the apparent pumpkin faces. I know, right? I can't not see the pumpkin faces, and that's really all I really see. I originally thought, hey, Ellen, welcome in. Oh, good night, Mona. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So when looking at this moth, guys, in the book, or in the pattern, before I saw, the name of it, because it's a Gothic moth. That's the naming of it. I've got a random dog fur on here. So when I saw this, I honestly thought it was a trick-or-treater head. And this is their costume, and they're carrying those pumpkin buckets to collect their trick-or-treating goodies. So that is absolutely what I thought this was going to be. I did not realize it was a moth until they said something. So yeah, it is open to interpretation as far as I am concerned. Maddie says she's free. Okay, that works. Let's see. Cutting squares for 2-inch number 2 witch hat. Oh, good deal, Susan. Well, you might as well cut for 3 while you're at it. Do purple and cream for me. Sherry says, Gladys and Jody, I've already subscribed to your channel before. Oh, good deal. Maddie, Jane has connected to you. Good deal, guys. I'm glad we're making these connections too. That's definitely what it looks like, Shelby. Yeah, it says, yeah, it does. I will forever see a trick-or-treater carrying pumpkin buckets. You know, I haven't asked Mr. Siberian Wind if he sees a moth. I haven't asked him what he sees. If he comes out here while I am still live, I will ask him what he sees. Okay, so this is the bottom row. We have the kitty cat ghost that's got a pumpkin with it. We have Witchy Sue with a bubbling cauldron. And the coup de grace, the raven. Guys, if you have not, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be Halloween fabric, Susan. It doesn't have to be Halloween at all. The coup de grace is this raven. This is paper pieced. There is 130 or 140 pieces in this one block. That is, guys, that's a crazy number of pieces of fabric in this block. This eye by itself, look at how big it is compared to my fingernail. It is just barely bigger. I can cover it with my finger. It's crazy tiny pieces. So yeah, the raven. Nevermore quote the raven. So if you saw my video of me assembling this, if you haven't, go back and watch the rest of this series. Of course, I blast through it. He is awesome. The raven is absolutely awesome. But if you haven't seen the video of me assembling him, go watch the entire series of me assembling all of these different blocks, because you're going to see just how much effort that raven took in comparison to the others. I love the Witch Sue and the raven. Yes, I love that Witchy Sue. The raven's gorgeous now that he's put together. I just don't want to ever do him again. Hey, Debbie, welcome in. I just don't ever want to do him together. Tiny pieces to get the circular effect. Yeah, that is exactly what it is. And as I'm sewing this, you guys, you can see just how big it is, like how thick everything is. And I pressed it as flat as I could. I think by the end of it, I was just so exhausted with working on it because I was trying to get it done in a short period of time. They do tell you that this is not a race, but you know me, or if you don't, you're about to. I race. So every week I was trying to put videos out on Friday at 11:30 p.m. So they were all, I was trying to get them all done so I could edit them on Friday at the latest. And the Raven was no exception to that. Actually, the Raven, I had to get him done by Wednesday because that's when I went in for surgery on Thursday for my rest. All circles are made from straight lines. As drafting tech, I know to be true. Yes, it absolutely is, Jane. You are so right. And, just depends on how accurate we want those circles to be or how detailed we want them to be as to whether or not they're going to be a pain or pretty easy. Okay, so I've got to assemble all 9 of these into that center section of the quilt. So I'm not going to worry about pressing. Do I tell you that you should? Yes, you absolutely should, but I'm not going to worry about pressing. I am going to finger press as I go. And I am done with my 12-inch strips, 12 and a half. Shh, I didn't tell you anything. I did not tell you measurements. That's the size of the block. The finished size is 12-inch blocks. Okay, I'll tell you that much. Not supposed to, but I've already done it. All right, so I've got my sashing pieces attached to either side of my center block or my setting squares that are the sliver moons. Guys, the sliver moons, that should have been an indication about how much of a challenge this would be. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I do not mind that, Susan, not at all. No loose lips, yeah. If I give you just that one measurement, you still can't figure out all the measurements for all the rest of this. So, I don't think we'll have an issue. I don't think it'll be an issue. You can still sign up, I think, for free. This whole project was a free download. It wasn't really a mystery because we got to see the quilt beforehand, but it was completely free to download and participate in. And this was the last week of assembly, but you might still be able to sign up. So if you click the link below, you might be able to still go sign up for it. All right, so I'm going to push I pressed my sashing before around the sliver moons. I pressed it away from the sliver moons. So now I'm going to, my sashing here is going to have to go in a little bit. And we're going to hope that my quilter will take out my indiscretions with piecing, because I'm going to have a few. I found some amazing purple. Oh, good, Susan. Yay. Yay. So I don't know how many of you knew about the quilt coat before now, but I have been working on putting together a quilt coat, and I finally got to where I could sew it the other day. Sew the lining, just the lining. I'm not ready to sew the quilt squares together because I'm still designing it. But the lining I was doing as a test run to make sure that the quilt coat was going to fit. Spoiler alert, my quilt coat was not going to fit. The size that fit in a different pattern with the same bust measurements is not going to fit me in these bust measurements. So I had to go and spend $15+ on replacing the pattern with a larger size. So I now have the correct size of quilt coat pattern, and so now I'm going to test out. I'm going to go up a couple sizes and then come back down if I need to come back down. I'm going to test, I'm going to trace, and I'm just going to do the bodice again instead of doing the whole coat at once, which was my fault for thinking I would be golden on that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just I'm going to test again. And we're going to see if I've got the right size, and then I can start putting the actual quilt part of it together. These days, sewing and repair and embroidery embellishments are getting more interest. They are. They are. Because things are so, it's 8284. Simplicity 8284, I believe, is the number. You know what? I have a picture of it on my phone. Let me see. How far down? Yeah, 8482. I'm sorry. 8482. And I am making coat A. Complete with the hood and all of the rest of the shenanigans that go along with it. I need to break out my stinger that I got in the 80s. Absolutely. Come join us. Come to the dark side. We have cookies. Regularly. I don't have any cookies tonight, but we regularly have them. Hey, Sandra, welcome in. Sandra K. Quilts and Sews. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. We are putting together the Nocturnal Soul Quilt-A-Long quilt, and we are finishing it out. And instead of doing it as a recorded video, I decided we would do it as a live tonight, because this was a little bit easier for me, and you know, this way I get to talk about all of these cool blocks and the process of putting this quilt together. I will say I love this quilt. I absolutely love this quilt. However, this quilt top, because that's what it's about to be. It's not actually a finished quilt yet. I will say that I love it. I love it. Oh, Maddie ate the cookies. Well, darn it, Maddie. You gotta share. Oh, wow, the size of the zipper teeth on that black coat. Yes, I am not doing that zipper. I'm going to do the zipper from coat B, but I'm doing everything else from coat A, including the little shoulder roll things and the padding in the hood. I'm doing all of that. Dark backside of fabric, and Leah, absolutely. It is always the dark side. It is always the dark side. So I love this quilt. I love this project. And I think it was a fantastic idea for me to do it. However, I really should have chosen better time. I should have chosen a better timing to accept a project like this. This was a lot of late nights and early days, and I had a lot. Oh no, you're fine, Maddie. She says she couldn't help herself. She's sorry. No, you're fine. You're fine. But I really should have thought about how detailed some of these blocks looked before I signed up for it, to rush every week to get a video out. But I think if I hadn't done that, I would not have it done. I would have put it in that corner and gotten back to it later, probably months later, and it wouldn't have been as much fun or as interesting. I bet you'll have fun making the pattern. I think I will. I think I will, Shelby. I do love sewing clothing. Not as much as I love sewing quilts, but I cut my teeth sewing clothes. I did not sew my first quilt until about 20 years ago. And that really makes me feel old suddenly. But it will be a project to be proud of. It absolutely will be. Absolutely will be. And I think that's the way all of my Halloween projects take on a life of their own. I have 2 more Halloween projects, one of which I can't work on because I don't have my embroidery machine back yet. And I have too many quilts to quilt to take the time to embroider right now. So that one will be on hold indefinitely. The other one is going to be coming up very quickly. I'm going to pull it out if I can and work on it on a live so you guys can see just how cool it is. And I will put it together. I'll kind of do it like I did those standalone blocks. I have got to start finding stuff for April to give away now. I do have one thing already for the Super Chat giveaways for April. So I am already starting to collect things for April for Super Chat. So those of you who are doing the Super Chats already, Yep. You're getting a head start. You're getting a head start. Because I will be giving stuff away in April. That's going to be the next one. This potion bottle. So every week on this project, and this is kind of a good thing, every week on this project, with the exception of the week with the Raven, I usually do coloring pages in 2 minutes. Yeah, I hear you on that, Jane. Hey, Alex. Yes, Alex, welcome in. I had to think for a second. I do still have some coloring pages, but most of the coloring pages that I've kept are mandala coloring pages, and I want to do quilt versions of some of them. So that is in the future plans, I'm not there yet. I'm not ready to take that on yet. I have too many other things knocking on my door that need to be done. All right. Okay, so we've got 2 rows attached. Let me grab another sashing row. And I hope you guys are able to see this. I hope it's not drifting too far off. I've got my outer sashing and my side sashings falling off my lap. I should just put them back over here, but why? All right, let me make sure I get these turned the right direction, because we want the moon, the sliver moons to kind of frame that, what's it called? The guiding light block. The guiding light was designed to be the center block, and for good reason. For a very good reason. Gotta run and make supper. See you later, everyone. Absolutely, Jane. And if you get a chance to come back, if I'm still on, let me know what you had for dinner. I will live vicariously through all of you. I do not know what I'm having for dinner yet. Let's see. Oh, yay. We got some people making some more connections. I love it. All right. This is always the scary part when you first start sewing this row and you aren't sure whether or not, because I don't pin, and you aren't sure whether or not your block and your sashing are the same size and are going to line up. I'm always paranoid about that. So that's what I stop on this first block of every row about, is because it's off of my table. And so I can't really see it. There we go, sealing up the trick-or-treater. The trick-or-treating moth. Oh. Hey, maybe it's a gothic moth disguised as a trick-or-treater. Maybe that's what it is. I'm sorry, I just can't unsee my trick-or-treater idea. I can't unsee it. Not with the pumpkin face pails at the end of the wings. Oh, yes, absolutely. Davey says, bye, Jane. Enjoy whatever you are cooking. Yes. I want somebody to come fix me dinner. I have a microwave meal, so that's probably what I'm going to eat tonight. I have not been feeling super fantastic lately because I've been pushing myself. So keeping my meals simple is ideal. Keeping meals simple it works really well. I think what I've got in the freezer is a turkey and dressing. I think that's what I've got. Oh. Okay, so I got a question then. Who all has Halloween traditions? Who has Halloween traditions that they still do even whether or not they have kids at home? What are your Halloween traditions, if you have any? That's something a lot of people don't talk about. Everybody talks about Thanksgiving traditions and Christmas traditions, but I don't hear a lot of people talk about Halloween traditions. And my tradition is, or my current tradition is, dressing up every Tuesday night during October for Halloween. I just missed last week. So I will double make up for it this week. Oh, I've also got Sean on my channel on Sunday, guys. I've got to get stuff going for Sunday. I almost forgot. My husband reminded me earlier, but then I forgot again. I've got to get stuff prepped for having Sean over here. We have a new special project we are working on. Debbie says, I hate Halloween. Oh no! Okay, well, you have a Halloween tradition of avoiding Halloween. Okay, fair enough. Maddie says, I get free candy. Yep, I hear you on that. My favorite candy to get in trick-or-treat bags was actually Twizzlers. I don't know why, but I think that was just like the easiest candy for me to see, and I could get all of them out of my bag and steal them away so nobody else could take my Twizzlers. So I think Twizzlers are my favorite to get in the Halloween bag. It's not my favorite candy of all time. It's just my favorite to get when I was trick-or-treating, when I was little and trick-or-treating. All right, we are going to put that last row on. And then I may have to press this. We're going to see. We're going to see how much I can push my luck today. Because I am good at pushing my luck. So we may see how much I can push it today. All right. Let's see. No traditions that I keep now, says Shelby. Did have 2 in the past. Visit the pumpkin patch with my nieces and nephews. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, Katie. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Sorry I couldn't stay longer earlier. I was fighting to get going with this, and then that's when I decided I was going to go live, because I just couldn't get the gumption to go. I couldn't get it going today. Other was my dad putting a speaker inside a big carved pumpkin and talking to trick-or-treaters as... I love that idea, Shelby. Oh, Mr. Siberian Wind is going to die. He would love to do something like that. Oh my gosh, he would absolutely love it. And he would stand right by he's got like walkie-talkies. So he could probably do a walkie-talkie in the pumpkin. We don't have trick-or-treaters here though. We do not get trick-or-treaters at the apartment. They don't come here. But oh my gosh, he would love that idea, Shelby. That is hilarious. I have been watching all of these videos where people have their Halloween decorations, their motion activated Halloween decorations set up, and wildlife is coming into their yard at night, like deers and raccoons and possums and you name it, but usually deers, raccoons, and possums are the main 3 that I'm seeing. And they're triggering the motion activation, and they're absolutely startled. Shelby says, my dad was definitely a big kid at heart. A walkie-talkie would totally work. Yes, it would. He'd just have to charge on. But yeah, he's got... Oh, I so wish we could do that. Sandra says, I used to decorate cutest. Awesome. So Mr. Siberian Wind is our decorator. I don't decorate. I don't decorate at all. He handles it all. If something ever happens to him, I will be lost trying to figure out what to do with the decorations, because I will just, no, I don't know what to do. I know that they go up and that they look pretty when they're up and done well, but I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to like copy like Better Homes and Gardens magazine decorations and like try to copy what somebody else has done, because I can't figure it out myself. Hey, Adira, welcome in. OMG, the poor idiot. Right. Debbie says, when my son was young, I gave out a lot of candy and he went out. And now we are alone, doors locked, and we have supper in peace. I hear you on that. Ellen says, I dress up like Elvis every year. I always buy the full-size candy bars for the kids, and I have a very spooky CD that I play really loud. It has screams, rattling chains, ghosts, and monster sounds. Oh my gosh. The kids would absolutely love your house here. Casper's a big Halloween town. The kids quit coming, so I just put up a few things indoors. I hear you on that, Sandra. So we don't have any kids that come trick-or-treat at our apartment. If we ever get to move into a house, which we've been trying, believe me, you've got to stop getting stuck, Maddie. Just saying. But if we ever get a house and we get to have kids trick-or-treating, the first year we were in the big house that we were in Alabama, What we did is I dressed up like a 1950s housewife. It was a blue dress with white polka dots, and I wore red, like red patent leather pumps, patent leather heels, and I had my hair was shorter then too, so much easier to do this style, but I did the whole pinup curls thing. Like, I went all out, guys. I makeup and everything. I even did like tutorials. I watched YouTube tutorials on how to do my makeup for weeks prepping for Halloween. I made 200 sugar cookies and decorated them all with royal icing. And I made, on my Cricut, I made these little treat bags that you tie with ribbon or yarn or something at the top. I tied them all with yarn, but I made 100 treat bags for the kids, and every adult that trick-or-treated with the kids got 2 cookies, got 2 sugar cookies of their choice. I still had sugar cookies left over, and I still had treat bags left over at the end. But oh my gosh, we had so much fun. And Mr. Siberian Wind dressed up in black dress pants and white shirt, and he rolled up his sleeves like he was, a butler that was getting busy to work or something. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. We had so much fun. Silver lining, Mandy, you always find your way out. That is true. That is true. If you didn't find your way out, we'd have another problem. Okay. So we have the center section together. So now I'm going to start putting the border on the sides before I do anything else. We're just going to finger press as we go. I will press it all very, very, very well later. That's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. I'm not really in the mood to get up and down repeatedly. So we are just going to make it work and see what happens. And if I have to rip it out later and fix it, I will do that. I will be game to do it then. I'm not game to do it right now. Susan says when she was a kid, one of the school librarians lived close in an older home. She had a green light in her porch for Halloween, had a skeleton hanging in her apple tree, and witch's cauldron. Best place to go trick-or-treating. Yeah, absolutely. The funniest ones for me are when the dad dresses up like a scarecrow in overalls and the hay coming out of the sleeves or whatever, and sits there on the porch like they're, just a doll set up there. And then they wait until you're not expecting anything, and then they suddenly move. Gosh, those are the jump scare ones that are actually kind of cute. Sounds like a good time, Susan. I agree, Ellen. Oh my gosh, I totally agree. I would have had so much fun. All right, we are going to press the seams toward the sashing. I've been debating as to how I wanted to press those seams. That's kind of why I didn't press it in advance too. Because we're going to finger press it, and then I'll press it later. My big ironing board is currently taken apart. I am going to drill new holes and move the screws that are holding it to the ironing board frame, because I am tired of it leaning over too much. So we're going to adjust the weight distribution of my ironing board. So Mr. Siberian Wind has been an angel, and he has taken all the staples out for me. So my fabric is now off of the ironing board. And because I'm not going to do anything with the fabric until I put it back on, it's going to go on just the way it came back off. Like, I'm not have to re-stretch or anything. Not so much for me. I've never been into jump scare moments. Okay, so I don't like haunted houses. I can't handle the haunted house thing. Like, the haunted houses always creep me out because you never know what's coming next. With a jump scare, the only reason I like jump scares is because if I'm going to get startled or scared, I would rather it be something very momentary like that, and it's over in an instant, and there's not, 5 other things waiting behind the next corner, that kind of thing. I can kind of gauge how my body is handling. So jump scare is a little bit easier for me. Ellen says, sadly, I feel trick-or-treating is slowly becoming a thing of the past. It is in some places. Here, trick-or-treating is alive and well. They published, one of my groups that I'm in here locally, published a full-on list of everywhere that is doing trick-or-treating. And so, like, you can go to the trunk-or-treats. Hey, Rita, welcome in. You can go to trunk-or-treats. You can go to actual, like, neighborhood. They're having a neighborhood trick-or-treat on a certain day so that you can do multiple different trick-or-treating events, or you can choose the one that's going to be best for your kids. So you can cart them to a different part of the city and go trick-or-treating with them there instead of, hanging out in your own neighborhood that might not do trick-or-treating like mine. My apartment complex, we don't have kids coming up to the doors of the apartment. Hey, Jana, welcome in. My favorite year was when the grandma did costumes, 6 grandkids, and the Wizard of Oz. Oh my gosh! That would have been so fantastic. That's crazy awesome. Oh, did I just push that sashing? I think I pushed the sashing the wrong way. Oops. Oh well. Oh well, it's there now. Let's see. I agree with you, Ellen. Kids are getting mean and needles found in chocolate. So sad. That is sad. That is very sad. I do feel like parents still need to be vigilant and check their kids' food or check their kids' candy for stuff. Like, I absolutely feel like that still needs to happen. But, that started when I was a kid. That really did start when I was a kid. I remember there being news stories and all of that about, things that shouldn't be in trick-or-treat bags being found in trick-or-treat bags. And luckily, I never had anything like that happen to me. When my husband was growing up, the biggest thing was whether candy was in date or out of date. Like, that was the only concern. And usually on candy, it doesn't matter as much. After 16 days, my ASP has finally finished upgrading. Cell phones are no fun trying to chat or watch a video. I hear you on that, Rita. I hear you on that. By the way, Rita and Janet, your winnings from Tuesday did ship out today. Congratulations. So they have been mailed. I don't know when everything's going to arrive. That is too hard of a question to answer right now. And it is the post office, so there's also... Oh, absolutely. Sandra's got to go. She says she's got to get the grand ready to go home. Well, have fun. Give that grandbaby another extra hug or kiss from all of us. All right. Extra sashing. Where's my extra sashing? Did I hide it? I lost it. I lost it somewhere, guys. It's in here, I promise. Oh, it's on the floor. Cleaning part of my sewing room and found 34 beautiful fat quarters I'd forgotten about and found a full tote of lots of yarn. That's a great find, Janet. You didn't need to go shopping. You just needed to go to your sewing room. That's all you needed. Just go to your sewing room. That's a great find. That is fantastic. When my kids were little, they always wanted costumes such as crash victims or ghosts, or one year they were a mummy and Pinhead. I'm like, why not be a princess or something easy? Okay. So here's what happened with me when I was growing up. We would have been middle class, except that my parents were sending me and my brother to private school. Private school's not cheap. So when it came to Halloween costumes, we went as whatever we could make with what we already had and maybe add some makeup. That was it. I cannot tell you how many years, but I think it was like 4 years. It was 3, maybe 4 years. I went as a pilgrim for Halloween. So I would show up in my pilgrim costume from my school play in order to trick-or-treat. So Thanksgiving was coming early. I was a pilgrim. Then I became a cheerleader at my school, and I wore my cheerleader outfit for another 3 years. Yeah, I did not get a brand new costume or anything. It was wear something that you already own and make it Halloween. Because, I couldn't put any like ghoulish makeup on with my cheerleading outfit, because I still had to be able to wear it. Still had to be able to wear it. I wanted to be like a princess or something like that. I think one year I did manage to go as Esther from the Bible for Halloween. Oh, Susan says her mother would confiscate our trick-or-treat bags, and we got around it by changing costumes in the basement, grabbing pillowcases, and heading out the basement door for round 2. Oh my goodness, Susan. We did not get that lucky. There was no heading back out. Once we were done for the night, we were done. We were not very independent. I was not independent. I was not allowed to be independent. I was not allowed to go out by myself at all, or out with any of my friends to go trick-or-treating. Rita says that's what she did. Garbage bags make a great costume for Cousin It. Haha. Or purple balloons make great to do. Oh, yeah. Make great to do a costume of a bunch of grapes. Yeah. See, we didn't even have that. We didn't even get that fancy. I don't know what my brother went as. But he would dress in all black or, something like that. And he would go trick-or-treating to get candy, but he would take me because he didn't have a choice. Mom and Dad made him take me. But I would always be in some cheesy costume that was it was whatever I already had in my closet. It was never whatever I wanted to be for Halloween. A box makes an excellent costume to turn in a package. Yeah, it does. I just never had anybody willing to help me create something like that. So my Halloween costumes are kind of drab. That's why I think that's why I enjoy Halloween now, because I can dress up still and enjoy it however the heck I want. And I don't have to just use whatever's in my closet. I can be a lot more creative with it now. We used to rummage in the basement or attic when I was a kid. We made costumes from whatever was hanging around. Hobo monster. Yeah, I think I did go as a hobo 1 or 2 years. I'm quite confident that I did that. Katie says she took her kids trick-or-treating too. Never let them go off on their own. Too many nutcases. Yeah, even back then. You can also take the pumpkin seeds and such and mix with some red food coloring, and that stuff sticks to skin, makes a great zombie. We never carved pumpkins. I did not even know what carving a pumpkin felt like until I had my son, and he was probably 4 or 5, the first time I carved a pumpkin. So I do remember that there was a party that I went to where the adults were carving pumpkins when I was in preschool. I remember that. But I never carved a pumpkin until I was much older. Now I'm actually allergic to touching the gunk inside of a pumpkin. So when it comes to like scraping out the seeds or whatever, if I am roasting a pumpkin or doing anything with a pumpkin, Mr. Siberian Wind knows to help me. That, or I have to wear like rubber like kitchen sink gloves, because I will absolutely break out. I'm fine touching it once it's all cleaned out and like I don't react any other time, but if it sticks to my skin, then I will start breaking out. Rita says she didn't carve the pumpkins, made pumpkin pie from pumpkins we grew. Yeah, see, I mean, even cutting the pumpkin for pumpkin pie, that's what I'm talking about too. I can't cut the pumpkins for pumpkin pie and get out the guts that need to come out without having help. That's what they make. I know that's what they make gloves for, but I'm a very tactile person, so I like to feel things. So like being able to touch fabric, huge for me. Absolutely huge. So being able to touch, the pumpkin or the ground it came out of, that kind of stuff is great for me because it feeds that tactile side of my brain. Susan says she followed her 3 older siblings. We had fun. Didn't remember what our costumes were, though. Best house for candy and neighbor was a candy distributor. And then when they ran out, you got big bars. Oh, I love that. I buy those nitrile gloves for when I'm cooking. I'm allergic to latex. Yeah, I can do the latex gloves, but only for a certain amount of time. The smell actually gives me an allergic reaction. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I mean, they can wear rubber gloves, medical professionals or whatever. They can wear their regular, like, latex gloves or whatever, tending to me. But I can't have it on my hands. So, like, working on the car or whatever, when I work on the car, I put on the vinyl gloves because I can't do latex either. Oh, like, I'm not actually allergic to latex. I'm not allergic to rubber. I can't do the whole smell of it. I can smell, like, I can touch a zipper that, I'm seeing which way my seam needs to go. I can touch a zipper that has, like, I don't know, that's had a little bit of rust on it, and I will smell that zipper for the next 5 hours, give or take. Just depends on how strong it is. Coins, when I touch coins, oh my gosh, I smell pennies for hours after touching them. And I can go wash my hands with some pretty strong soap, and I'll still smell the coin smell. It does not go away for me. And that's also my flare right now too. Rita says she can't even have someone touch her with latex gloves, and the rest smells disgusting. Yeah, it is. It is. All right, we're gonna see how well this sashing lines up. Money is so dirty, especially pennies. Yeah, they are. I mean, and I wash my hands. I really do. But I can smell that smell for hours. Smell it for hours. I really don't like touching money, like, within 3 hours of going to bed, because then I will absolutely smell it. It's crazy how our bodies do this kind of stuff to us, right? It's so crazy. I think this cat is probably one of my most square blocks I've got. Oh. Once I get this one on, I only have the bottom sashing, and then we will have an entirely completed quilt top. How's that sound? You'll see an entirely completed quilt top ready. I love the stripes on this cat. What is that? Is it Mary Jane's that's the orange and black candy? Am I thinking of the right thing? I hope I'm thinking of the right thing. All right, I do not have pens. Yes, I do. Let me grab a pen. I am going to grab a pen. You guys are seeing it here first. I am actually using a pen. I know, shocker, right? Okay. We're going to pin it, and then I'm going to ease in some of this extra because I will fix it at the quilter. I will fix it at the quilter if I need to. If it's bad, I will fix it. All right. Because I didn't measure this. I did not measure it. I went with what they put on the measurements as to what you cut it, and that's what I'm doing. So we're gonna see. My hubby won't let me get a skeleton. I want a glow in the dark one with glowing red eyes. I found one, and I'm like, if I really want it, I'm going to get it. Okay, so we have 2 houses out here that are known for decorating. One of the houses has an old car in their yard, and they light it up that they put skeletons inside the car, kind of like it's from Ghostbusters. They put the car in the middle of their yard. I mean, it's part of the decorations. It's obvious they mean it for the decorations, but they put the car in the middle of their yard with the skeletons in there, and they light it up and all of that. Should I do a tour of some of the more spectacularly decorated houses in Casper? Would you guys enjoy that? Not for decoration for Halloween, just to have it. Oh, gotcha, Rita. That's why. Because it's just for decoration. That's why he won't let you have it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and trim off this extra up here while I'm thinking about it. Because if I don't do it now, then I'll be mad at myself later. And we're not wanting Tammy to be mad at herself. So, and yes, I'm talking about myself in third person. Hey, Nikki, welcome in. Rita says that would be fun to see. Okay. I will put Mr. Siberian Wind on that because he remembers where all of the houses are. And we went driving the other night, which we have not done in ages. But we went driving the other night just to go see some of the, I don't remember what we went to go see originally, but then we went and he took me around to a couple of the houses and he's like, they've already decorated. I'm like, I haven't been down here lately. My driving path has changed from when I used to drive past all of the houses like this that are decorated up. So I don't see them, but he does. He still goes that way. Found out that it's easier to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. Yes, Ellen. I did not say it, and you do not get to blame me, Rita. But yes, I agree with Ellen. It is easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So the other, let's see, the one house has the skeletons in the car. The other house, no one in this small town really does decorations. I think that is because this particular town, there are more police officers that live here due to there being 18 prisons within 50 miles. Yeah, I hear you on that. So my whole thing, when I really want something, I get it, period. Yeah. Same. Well, there's some things I really, really want. We just absolutely cannot afford. So my eyes are bigger than our pocketbook. So when that's the case, then it kind of puts a damper on it. But, maybe eventually. We can have dreams, right? I put forth dreams. I put them out into the ether. The other house, me too, Yellow. You only live once. I know. So the other house decorates with a different theme every year. I want to say last year was their pirate themed. Oh no, was that the first year? Oh my gosh. Okay, so one year they had a pirate themed setup. Maybe that was the first year we were here. And then last year they did aliens, complete with turning and spinning and lighting up things. Guys, these people go all out for Halloween. It is crazy how much they go out for Halloween. We were really shocked because we have never been in a place that has that kind of Halloween spirit, but they have Halloween spirit here. And there's people that have their skeletons out, they put them up at the end of August, and they get to decorating early. Yeah, we have that. My mother always used to say I had a champagne taste and a beer pocketbook. Yeah, I'm right with you. That is exactly where my pocketbook is right now. And my taste. My taste is definitely champagne at the moment. I definitely have some big dreams of what I want to see. You know what? I may go ahead and iron this. I may go ahead and press it. So let me reset the iron, get her going. It reminds me of the focus fabric background. Is there a reason why you selected a lighter color? Is lighter focus fabric with darker color design vest? Nope. For the background fabric, and or focus or whatever you want to call it. I call it background throughout the entirety of the quilt. But for the background, just something that you love. It does not have to be lighter. It doesn't have to be darker. On the sample quilt, it is incredibly light fabric, like crazy light. But a lot of the kits, the background is not necessarily lighter. It is entirely up to what fabric that you can coordinate your light, medium, and dark with. So if you're shopping your stash, choose a background that is going to allow you to shop your stash. Otherwise, you will have to find new fabrics to go with it. So just choose it that way. Yeah, we do still have pennies here, Debbie. Yeah, we sure do. Nikki says we used to camp every last weekend of October. People go all out and decorate their spots. Yeah, I would love to go camping if I thought my body could handle it. And I don't think my body could handle it. I would have to do like a cabin somewhere. Because I don't think that I would be functional if I camped the traditional way with a tent and all of that. But yep, we do still have pennies. We still use pennies. So pennies in the U.S. are not legal tender anymore. So any pennies that you have, you cannot pay your entire bill in pennies. Organizations, companies, etc., are allowed to deny you the ability to pay your bill if you decide to pay all in pennies. It is not considered legal tender anymore for that purpose. So if you're mad at an employee, you can't pay them their last paycheck in all pennies. You can't pay your power bill late fees with all pennies. You can't do that. You can't do like $500 of pennies anymore. I went and looked at the different colors for the kits and did not see what I particularly caught my attention. That's why I wondered. Yeah, then looked at some square and square ones. Yeah, absolutely. Well, so the square and squares, those are using your dark and your medium. I think they do still make them, Rita. You just can't use them for paying an entire bill. I believe they do still make them. They don't make as many as they used to, but they do still make them. Ellen says that I believe I'm using my stash. Is that correct? Did autocorrect get us? All right, so that is, and these are the scissors I can't close and keep closed because they keep popping open. So I'm going to turn that machine off, and we're going to bring you guys back to the main camera, and I'm going to press this and move the camera out of the way too. I'm going to press this, and then I will show you guys what it looks like. I'm also going to trim off the extra here. This one might actually be big enough for me to save. I think it is. I think this is 1 inch or larger. Yay! So I have another little bitty scrap to keep. They have stopped minting. Oh, they have. Okay. I thought for sure that they were still making them. I don't know what's going to happen when we got... Oh, it is 2026 that they were going to stop making them, says Rita. Okay, gotcha. Nikki says that she has a camper, but hubby is too sick to camp, and I can't leave him home alone with his cancer. He's too weak. Oh, gosh, Nikki. I have looked at like renting a camper for when I go to when I go to Road to California, and it's almost the same price as getting a hotel. So I won't be renting a camper. I may put a couple feelers out there to see if we can, if I have anybody that has a camper and wants to go with me. And I will pay for a part of it. I'll pay for a part of them, and if they'll provide the camper and the services of setting it up and all of that, so I don't have to figure it out. On May 22nd, 2025, the U.S. Treasury Department announced it would end penny production starting in 2026. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. So for a limited time, you can still get your pennies. You can still get a newly minted penny for the moment. All right. I should have pressed this as I went, guys. Why I do this to myself, I don't know. Is the what if you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer if you do not feel up to it, Nikki. How is his prognosis? Let's see, we have a 40-foot fifth wheel and also a 26-foot RV if we really have the desire to go camping. See, that's the way to go camping. But I do not have a way to pull a fifth wheel. And I don't know that my Jeep is rated high enough to go pull the 26-foot. My other problem is I really need to take my wheelchair to Road to California. And so I would need to have that hauled along with an RV. So it's hit or miss on what I am going to be able to do. Disabilities change a lot of things. Disabilities change a lot of things. Oh my goodness. I should press this from the back side, but I'm not doing that. Because I'm difficult. I'm being difficult. All right, yeah. One entire side pressed. And she's looking good so far. She is. This is when my big ironing board really would have come in handy. But the timing on taking my old one apart, or taking it apart and fixing it, just kind of got away from us. Just got away from us. Thank you. He has stage 4 peritoneal cancer, no cure. Doctor gave him 2 years. How long ago was that? How long was he given that diagnosis? My brother-in-law was given months, and he managed to make it like a year and a half. It's a different cancer type. Yes, absolutely, Sandra. And anybody else who is of a praying nature, definitely send prayers. Oh no, Katie, she said she didn't want to stop her life tonight. So why did you? If you didn't want to, why did you? See the RV that we have when we bought it, I redid the inside to have the ability for me to use a walker as well as an electric wheelchair. Redid the bathroom for the same reason. Oh, that's impressive, Rita. That is very impressive. All right, I'm gonna have to flip it over. I have to press from the back now. I can't figure out my seams anymore. Can't figure them out. Can't figure them out. All right, yep, and I was flipping my seam. Oh, pain, gotcha. Yeah, pain is kind of why this is a live versus a recorded video. Because a recorded video would have taken me probably less time, honestly. But focusing in pain is so hard. So I get you, Katie. I get you. I'm glad you at least have doctors that are looking after you, though, Katie. Because I know that would be a struggle here in the U.S., finding a doctor that doesn't dismiss you just because you're in pain. Ask me how I know. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So we now have the top row completely pressed. So now I'm going down, and we're going to meet the other side, is what we're going to do. Let's see, he is July. Okay, he's eating more, so I hope the chemo has helped shrink his mass. I'm going to another CT next month. Good, good. Yeah, monitoring during cancer treatment is a huge priority. Absolute huge priority. I actually have a quilt that I am making for a cancer patient. Her son is a friend of mine that I met after I moved up here. So she is getting a quilt courtesy of me because he is my friend. So, but I've got to finish cutting the half square triangles for it. I've got to finish cutting the half square triangles. Well, we are going to hope and pray that the doctors were wrong on the time frame, and that you and your husband get as much time together as you both hope to get. I know that that's not always possible, but we're going to hope for that. Rita says she's so looking forward to a real doctor appointment on October 23rd so they can get the surgery done. Yes, absolutely, Rita. It's amazing what a difference a real doctor makes, too. It is absolutely amazing. We are in the process of... So we've got to go to San Francisco in December. That is our scheduled time to go to San Francisco for Tom to see, for Mr. Siberian Wind to see some doctors that they're sending him to go see, because there's no doctors here that will do what the doctors in San Francisco will do. So they're sending us there in December. But I still don't have my travel information for going. So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of doctors next, few months and so ourselves. So I'm with you on that. Too many people have cancer these days. Yeah, there are a lot of people with cancer for sure. I think a lot of people before now may not have even gone to the doctor and gotten diagnosed with it. So we may not have actually known how many people were actually afflicted with cancers because it was just something else, or it just wasn't diagnosed, or there wasn't anything that they could do anyway, so they just didn't treat anything. Any number of reasons. Let's see. He was misdiagnosed in the spring. He didn't get the correct diagnosis until June. Absolutely. Yeah, you will be in our thoughts and prayers. Absolutely. I said enough with the nurse practitioner, so I waited 6 months for this appointment. I hear you, Rita. I hear you on that. Yeah, misdiagnoses is probably more deadly than just getting a diagnosis. In my book, at least, that's because when you're misdiagnosed, you're treated incorrectly, and you don't get the treatments that you desperately actually need. Let's see. I'm having to remember which way my seams go, guys. Sorry. Sorry. I'm getting there. I'm absolutely getting there. It's just taking me a hot minute. Hot minute? Yeah, I'm puns. I'm punny. I'm punny today. That's what you get when you get me tired and you get me in pain and fighting it. I get punny. Let's see. Okay, what's the best pun you've ever heard? So some people think we have a good loss. I would look into it. I would look into it. Because Nikki, if pursuing that leads to anything that would help, even if it's not going to fix the conditions, it's not going to fix all the going ons, but if it will help ease financial or other strain, then it's worth looking into. It's worth looking into. Is that quilt for a specific reason or just for yourself? It was part of it's the Nocturnal Soul Quilt-along quilt. I didn't have a specific purpose for it. But having done it now, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm going to wait till it's quilted before I make a final decision. But it's going to be a bit before I can quilt it. So this may be something for next year's sale or auctions if I decide I'm not going to keep it. But if I do decide to keep it, of course it'll go up on our wall, as Mr. Siberian Wind loves to decorate. And this will be something that I took a lot of time to do, as well as the other Halloween quilt that I still haven't finished quilting. I haven't even started quilting it. It was supposed to be the next one up on the quilter before Beauty decided to eat my needle clamp screw and not let me put a new needle in her. Oh gosh. Rita says, I know exactly what you mean, Nikki. I've talked to 3 lawyers, but it does not fix the issue. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't fix the issue, but if it can ease the challenges of life, that's what it should do. If it can, that's what it should do. Okay. We has a completed quilt top, guys. It is completed. Are you ready? We wasted precious time. Yeah, very precious time. Every second when there's a diagnosis like that, every second counts. All right, you ready? You ready? All right. All right, so we have the 2 Witchfire stars up here. Then from this side, we have the pumpkin in front of a fence. We have, I don't remember the name of it, I apologize. We have the pumpkin, we have the cat, we have the spellbound book. Then we have the, let me grab it. We have the mystical potions, guiding light, and the gothic moth. Then we have the kitty cat ghost, the witchy Sue brewing her potions, and we have the raven, and then we have 2 more Witchfire stars. And then in the center, oh, thank you guys, thank you. In the center around the guiding light block are the sliver moons, lunar slivers. They were a challenge, and they were the first thing up on this quilt. So she is done. She is pieced together. So she just needs to be quilted or layered and quilted. And that math even looks like it's walking towards the back of the frame. Do the corners of that jar. Yes. Yes, it really does. The moth, guys, I cannot get over how much I keep thinking it is a trick-or-treater walking away from me. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so this is the Nocturnal Soul Quilt Along. If you want to see me putting any of these blocks together, there is a video series on my channel. It's got the same thumbnail as this video. It's the Nocturnal Soul QAL for Quilt Along. In the description box is the link for Snug and Stitch, who was the host of the Quilt Along. You can go click the link and go check them out. They have links to all of the different designers for the different blocks. Every block was a different designer, and there are sponsors, and they've been doing giveaways with this project, so it's been worthwhile. It's absolutely been worthwhile. So, all right, well, guys, we have been going for just over an hour and a half. I am hitting that wall. I'm hitting that pain wall. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Don't forget, I will be live Sunday night for After Sunset Sunday, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. So it's like 6:40 almost here, 6:36, so almost 6:40 here. So it'll be 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Oh, dinner's ready. Oh, enjoy it. Hey, Raven, welcome back. You just missed the quilt, so you might have to do a little bit of replay to see the entire quilt. But I will be live Sunday night for After Sunset Sunday, and I will have Sean from The Guy Who Sews hanging out with me, and you guys get to see our new project that we're opening up with this month. So I will see you guys soon, but until then, go pet some fabric, go put some needle and thread to fabric, go get that good serotonin boost in before you call it a night. And